Have you decided that Australia is the country where you want to build your medical career? But you're confused about where to actually begin. Australia has one of the most straightforward pathways for doctors. But it isn't just one step. There are multiple stages involved, and knowing where to start, what comes next, and when to complete each step can make all the difference. So, before you begin your Australia journey, ask yourself, am I even eligible to work as a doctor in Australia? Should I complete EPIC verification first or start preparing for AMC MCQ? When should I take IELTS, OET or PTE? How long will my Australia journey actually take? If you asked yourself even one of these questions, you are in the right place. Welcome back to our channel where we simplify global medical pathways for doctors around the world. In today's video, we will walk you through what actually happens after you decide to pursue Australia. From understanding your eligibility and planning your pathway to becoming job ready for Australia. We'll also show you how each stage fits together and why following the right sequence can make your journey much smoother. So before we begin, here's a quick overview of what we will be covering today. Eligibility assessment and career planning, personalized Australia roadmap, documentation and registration, AMC exam preparation, English language training, portfolio building, career strategy and job readiness, visa and relocation, continuous guidance throughout your journey. Now that you know what to expect, let's begin with the first and most important step, understanding your eligibility. Eligibility assessment. Every doctor's journey to Australia is different. Some students reach out while they are still in medical school, planning ahead for the future. Some doctors contact us immediately after internship. Some already have 2 or 3 years of experience. Some have completed postgraduate training. Others have already attempted the AMC examination. That's why we don't believe in giving everyone the same checklist. Instead, the first step is always understanding your profile. We begin by looking at your medical qualification, internship status, years of clinical experience, current medical registration, career goals, because all of these factors influence the pathway that makes the most sense for you. Once we assess your profile, we discuss where you currently stand, what your strengths are, where there may be gaps, and what the most realistic pathway looks like for your career. Once we understood your profile, the next question becomes, how do we actually turn that into a clear action plan? Building your Australia roadmap. Think of your Australia journey like building a house. You wouldn't start with the roof. You start with the blueprint. That's exactly what happens next. Based on your assessment, we create a personalized Australia roadmap. Not a generic timeline downloaded from the internet, but one designed specifically around your experience and your career goals. Your roadmap includes whether this is the right time to start your Australia journey, your next step based on your current stage, the right sequence for registrations and documentation, when to take your English language exam, when to begin AMC preparation and book your exam, how to build your profile alongside your pathway, your expected timeline and key milestones. Throughout the journey, these milestones are reviewed regularly because sometimes careers change, exam dates change, job opportunities change, and your strategy needs to change with them. Rather than leaving you to figure everything out yourself, the roadmap keeps every step organized. Now the roadmap is ready. The next stage is making sure every registration and document is completed correctly. Because even a small mistake during documentation can delay your Australia journey by months. Part 3. Documentation and registration. For many doctors, this is probably the most stressful stage. There are multiple platforms, multiple document requirements, different timelines, different authorities, and it's easy to feel overwhelmed. So instead of asking candidates to manage everything alone, we work through every stage systematically. First, EPIC verification, then AMC portfolio creation, document uploads, English language planning, AMC examination booking, deadline tracking, AHPRA registration guidance, and detailed document checklist before submissions. Rather than completing everything at once, each stage is completed in the right sequence. That reduces unnecessary delays, avoids missing deadlines, and gives candidates complete clarity about what comes next. Now that the administrative work is complete, the focus shifts to something every doctor thinks about. How do I actually prepare for the AMC examination? Part 4. AMC MCQ Preparation. Preparing for AMC MCQ isn't just about studying harder. It's about following the right strategy, using the right resources, and knowing what to focus on throughout your preparation. And this is where many candidates make a common mistake. They spend weeks collecting resources, watch different YouTube videos, join multiple Telegram groups, buy several question banks but never have a structured preparation plan. Instead of focusing only on the exam, we first understand where you currently stand, how much time can you dedicate every week, have you already started preparing, which subjects are you confident in, where are your weak areas. Based on that, we guide you with a structured preparation strategy. That includes recommending the right study resources, helping you understand the AMC exam pattern, reviewing your process regularly and connecting you with study groups and study partners so you don't prepare in isolation. Throughout your preparation, we also share the latest pathway updates and industry changes that may affect your journey. For candidates who feel they need more structured classroom learning, we also have an AMC MCQ coaching program conducted in association with Dr. KP Balan. But whether you choose coaching or self-study, the consulting process remains focused on helping you stay on track throughout your preparation. Clearing the AMC MCQ is an important milestone. But before moving further in the Australian pathway, you'll also need to meet English language requirements, and that is where the next stage begins. Part 5. English language preparation. Before candidates begin preparing for their English language test, one of the most common questions is, should I take IELTS, OET or PTE? Rather than leaving candidates to figure it out on their own, we begin with assessment to understand their current English proficiency and identify which exam they are more likely to perform well in. Based on the assessment, we recommend the most suitable pathway and help candidates plan when to take the exam so it aligns with the rest of their Australia journey. For candidates who need additional support, we also provide structured language training to help them achieve the scores required for registration. The goal isn't just to clear another requirement, it is to complete your English language qualification at the right time without delaying the rest of your pathway. With your AMC preparation underway and your English language requirements planned, the focus then shifts to another important part of your Australia journey. Building a profile that makes you a competitive candidate for Australian hospitals. Part 6. Building a competitive profile. Many doctors believe that once they clear the AMC examination, hospitals will automatically start calling them. Unfortunately, that is not how it works. Hospitals also look at your overall profile, and that is why we don't wait until you have cleared the AMC MCQ to start strengthening your profile. Since you can begin applying for suitable jobs after clearing the AMC MCQ while preparing for the AMC clinical examination, it's important that your profile is already ready by then. Research opportunities, clinical audits, quality improvement projects, conference presentation, publications, additional certification, clinical experience, and other activities that strengthen your application. From the time you have onboarded with us, we help you identify the right opportunities based on your career goals and specialty, so your portfolio grows alongside your Australia journey instead of being rushed at the last minute. The goal isn't to build the biggest portfolio, it is to build the right portfolio for the career you are aiming for. And while your profile continues to strengthen throughout your Australian journey, you'll also begin preparing for one of the most important stages of the pathway, the AMC clinical examination. Part 7. AMC clinical preparation. Unlike the AMC MCQ, the AMC clinical examination is designed to assess how you apply your clinical knowledge, communicate with patients, and make decisions in the real world scenarios. That is why your preparation needs to go beyond simply studying the syllabus. At this stage, we help you understand the exam structure, create a preparation plan based on your timeline, and support you throughout your preparation. This includes practicing with the latest recall cases, participating in role-play sessions that simulate real exam scenarios, accessing curated study resources, and receiving guidance on the areas that need improvement before your exam. Our goal is to ensure you are not just prepared to clear the AMC clinical examination, but also ready to demonstrate the clinical reasoning, communication skills, and professionalism expected of a doctor practicing in Australia. And while you are progressing through this stage, we also begin preparing for you the next phase of the journey, helping you become job ready for the Australian healthcare system. Part 8. Career strategy and job readiness. This is where many candidates start sending hundreds of applications without understanding whether they are actually eligible for those roles. Preparing for employment in Australia involves much more than simply submitting applications. The first step is understanding where you are most competitive based on your qualifications, experience, and career goals. From there, we help you prepare an Australian standard medical CV that's reviewed and formatted according to Australian expectations from the doctors who are practicing in Australia. We also discuss which states and specialties align best with your profile and explain how Australia job selection criteria work. We then help you prepare personalized cover letters using STAR methodology, review your application strategy, and guide you on where and when to apply. Throughout the job search, you'll also receive job alerts, progressive reviews, and ongoing application support. To ensure you're ready for opportunities as they arise, we also conduct career review sessions where Australian doctors help identify profile gaps, optimize your CV, and assess your interview readiness. Because getting an interview isn't just about submitting applications, it's about submitting the right application at the right time for the right role. And once you have secured a job, there's still one final stage before you begin your career in Australia. That is relocating. Part 9. Visa, relocating and settling into Australia. Receiving a job offer is an exciting milestone, but it isn't the finish line. In many ways, it is the beginning of an entirely new chapter. Once employment is confirmed, there are still several important steps before you can actually start working in Australia. Visa application, employer documentation, travel planning, accommodation, medical indemnity, AHPRA registration completion, and making sure everything is ready before your first day at the work. Instead of leaving candidates to figure out all of this themselves, we continue supporting them through these final stages as well. From visa guidance and relocation planning to accommodation support and onboarding advice, our goal is to make the transition into Australia as smooth as possible. Because moving to another country isn't just about paperwork, it's about starting a completely new life. And that is something many people don't realize. Our support don't stop after helping you clear an exam or after helping you apply for a job. It continues throughout your Australia journey. Part 10. Continuous support throughout your journey. One thing we have learned after working with hundreds of doctors is that no two journeys are exactly the same. Some doctors clear their exams quickly, some need extra preparation, some receive interview calls within a few months, others need to strengthen their portfolio before applying. That's why our plan and roadmap isn't built around a fixed checklist. It's around continuous guidance. At every milestone, we review your progress, discuss the next steps, answer your questions, and help you adapt your strategy based on where you are in the journey. Because Australia isn't one single application, it's a series of decisions, and making the right decision at the right time can save months of unnecessary delays. Part 11. Making your Australia journey simpler. Australia is one of the most rewarding destinations for doctors, but it also can feel overwhelming. Not because it's impossible, but because there are so many moving parts. Eligibility, registration, English language requirements, AMC preparation, portfolio building, job applications, interviews, visa, relocation. Trying to manage all of this independently can become confusing. That's why having a clear roadmap from the very beginning makes such a difference, where every stage naturally leads to the next. Every stage is planned, reviewed, and personalized around your journey. And throughout that journey, you're not navigating it alone. Along with our team, you'll also have the guidance of doctors who are already practicing in Australia, giving you real-world insights into the healthcare system, job opportunities, workplace expectations, and the realities of building a medical career there. Because no two doctors follow exactly the same path, and we don't believe they should receive exactly the same advice. So instead of constantly asking, what should I do now? You always know exactly where you are, what you have already completed, and what's coming next.
I had no idea of how to go ahead with the prep, given all the information and support in every stage. The registration process, the GMC registration, the AMC registration was all done by the team of GooCampus.
I had an opportunity to study and just focus on my preparations, which allowed me to pass my AMC one.
The greatest initiative was service done by GooCampus.
I'm able to secure a IMG position right now.
But the mock that you gave us was very similar to the actual exam.
Before we end today's video, we have got one quick update. We are excited to announce our new AMC MCQ batch is starting soon, led by Dr. KP Balan. The program includes structured live sessions, recorded classes, study schedules, recall discussions, and continuous academic guidance designed specifically for doctors preparing for the AMC MCQ. Registrations are now open. Reach out to our team to get the best offers today. If you'd like to learn more about the Australia Pathway program or our upcoming AMC MCQ batch, simply comment AMC below and one of our team members will get in touch with you. If you prefer meeting us in person, you are always welcome to visit any of our offices across Bangalore, Gujarat, Kerala, Mumbai, Vijayawada, Jaipur and Coimbatore. You can walk in, meet our team and discuss your Australia journey one-on-one. We have listed all our office locations in the description below, so feel free to visit the branch that's most convenient for you. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a like, subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell so you never miss any update on Australia pathway and other global medical career opportunities. Thank you for watching and we'll see you in the next video.